I'll just keep the clip. Can you guys just spotlight, is my hand spotlighted?
Yes.
Okay. So the colors you need are, you can have it like the whole rainbow if you want, but if you don't have the whole rainbow, you need to have a white. Okay, so white. Then you need to have red, blue, yellow. So these if you don't have like other colors, so you need these four. But if you have other colors, like I have like a darker yellow which I can use. Then I have two different types of greens which will give my painting more color. And then I also have pink, purple, light blue, but this is more like a teal kind of color though. And then I also have orange. And then you also need some paint brushes, a cup of water. You need something to mix on. So now I have a glass plate. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna use to mix my colors on. And then, but you can use a palette if you have one, but that's just what I use since I don't have a palette. And then you just need a paper towel to keep your brushes clean after wiping them. Because if you're using acrylic, you don't want your paints to get too wet. So can you guys give me a thumbs up if you have all your materials ready so we can get started?
What brush do we need?
Can you please repeat that?
What brush do we need?
Any brush is fine. I'm using a round tip brush. So I have a thin brush, like a thin tip brush, if you can see. And then I have a little thicker one, like two thicker ones, and a pretty thick one. But it doesn't matter, just as long as you have one small one and a one that is a little fatter than the other one.
Will we need like a straight brush? Like one is really straight?
Like a flat one? So something like, you mean like a flat brush that kind of looks like this, but like a smaller one?
Yeah, I have a smaller one. Do you really
Yeah, you can use that if that's what you only have, but otherwise anything is okay. So can everybody give me a thumbs up or like ready in the chat if you have all your materials ready and you can start?
Is this okay to use for paint?
Yeah, sure, that's okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can we use these two brushes?
Yeah, that's okay.
And even this painting fabric?
Yeah, fabric is okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's get started. So the first part that we're going to paint, we're going to see, as you can see, we have many colors here. We're gonna first start with the warm colors, which are like your yellows, your oranges, your reds, your pinks and stuff like that. So we're gonna start with our flowers first. Okay, so the first color we're gonna use is going to be yellow. So just take a bit of yellow on your palette. And then you also need a bit of red. And and a bit of orange. Yeah, so if you have watercolors and not acrylic, that's okay. Just don't put too much water. Use a little bit and not too much. Okay? So, I'm just gonna. So the first thing you want to do is take a bit of your yellow and just add a little bit of water to it, just a little bit. And you want to paint just a small, like it doesn't have to be perfect, just a small little wavy circle thing is okay. So just like that. And you can add like bumps to it if it doesn't look that good.
Can you wait? You're going too fast.
Yeah, sure. Just tell me when you guys are ready, okay? So this is more of a deep yellow. So if you don't have a deep yellow and you have a light yellow like this one, what you can do, you can mix a bit of orange into it, or you can mix a bit of red into it. Are you guys ready to move on? Okay.
Yes.
Sure. So now, if you had the deep yellow, can you repeat that? Oh yeah, sure. I can wait for a second.
What type of paintbrush do you have to use?
Any type is fine. I'm using round brushes. So just have like a thin one and one that's a little fatter. I just have extra just in case. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next color. So now if you have the deep yellow, just mix a bit of white into it and just paint another spot, like a smaller one than the first one. And it can be a little farther from it, just a small little circle. And this is like a lighter yellow. So you can mix white into it, or if you have like different ones, you can use that. So now I have like a different one. Are you guys ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you're gonna we're gonna do a bit of mixing and like kind of shading in our in a flower. So first you want to take a dark yellow and make a spot. like this. Okay, so and try to do this while the paint is still wet because acrylic dries pretty fast. Even with watercolors, once it like starts to dry, it's gonna be really hard to mix again. Then you want to take a bit of orange, okay, and first outline like one part of the paint with that orange, like so. And then once you're done with that, just pull the orange in a bit into the yellow, like make streaks coming from the paint, like that. And once you've done that, with the same brush, you don't want to clean the brush. Just take a bit more of the dark yellow and put it where where the orange meets the yellow, so you can mix it in, and so it looks as if it's one color. And then if your orange, you can't see it on the corner, you can take a bit more of your orange and just go around once again and just put in the same thing. Did everyone understand how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you guys need more time for this one?
Like,
Or
yes.
oh, good job, Iron. And your sister. Okay, so now if you didn't get that, and if it was a little hard, don't worry. We're gonna just do the same thing over again, but now this time we're gonna use orange and red. So just wash off your brush.
No. Need more orange.
Can you please mute yourself? Thank you. And just dry it off. So now we're gonna make a spot with orange. So for this, we're going to add the flower next to the smaller flower we added. So don't join, like it's gonna be joint, but it's gonna be a different flower. Like that. And it's okay if it gets onto the yellow. That will just make your flower have more depth. So that's like when there's one's behind the other. Now we're gonna do the same thing we did with the last flower, but this time we're gonna take red and just outline a bit. So this time, if you want, you can go from the other side, which is what I'm gonna do. And same thing as last time, pull it in. Take a little more orange and just nicely merge it. So you'll get like this gradient effect. Do you guys need more time?
No, what you did like this?
Yeah, good job. You can add a bit more orange onto your red and orange flower because it looks kind of more to the red side, Sachi.
Okay, Mom.
So other than that, I think everyone's ready. So now what we're going to do is we're gonna add a bit of white onto our palette. So this time you want to wash your brush very nicely. You shouldn't have any traces of orange or yellow in it. So this time you're gonna mix white and red. Be careful not to take too much red because red is a really, really strong color. So even if you take a little bit, it's gonna make your white really dark. So we're just making a pink. If you have like a ready-made pink, you can use that too. I'm just showing you a different way to do it. Now, just make another blob and paint it in with the pink. So this time what we're gonna do with this flower is we're gonna take the red and around the whole flower, we're gonna draw our outline. And then we're gonna just do the same thing with how we did the last two flowers, how we pulled the color in and merged it with the first color. And be sure to keep taking red because you don't want it to mix with the pink before you finish the whole outline. Now same thing, just pull it in. For this flower, I'm not gonna go back in with the lighter pink because I kind of like how this looks. So I'm just gonna, but I'm still gonna go with the red and merge this part.
Can you put your screen more like upper because I can't see the part where you're
Oh.
placing.
Is this
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
Okay. Has everyone finished the pink flower? I'm gonna take that as a no and give you guys more time. Oh, you said that you don't have white, right? So what you can do, are you using watercolors? Okay, yeah, so you're using watercolors, right? What you can do is with the watercolors, basically water is going to be your white. So when you're putting it on the palette, just take a drop of your red and mix in a lot of water with that. So then you'll get like a lighter shade of it and it'll look more towards the pink. Does that help?
Ma'am, I'm using fabric.
Oh no, I was saying Lucia said that she didn't have a white, so I was just answering to her.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is now you wanna use your, actually before we do that, we're gonna still use the same pink we used before. Okay, and we're going to make a smaller flower. And this time I'm going to be using the a pre-made pink I have, but you guys can just add more red if you don't have this type of pink. And I'm just going to add a bit of it on one side and a bit in the middle. Then I'm just going to pull in the color from the outside and push out the color from the middle. So if it's not dark enough, just take a bit more pink and just do the same thing. So now you can't really see it, so I'm just going to take a bit more of my red and mix it into the pink so you can see it darker. And then I'm just going to paint that in. So now you can see it's a bit darker than before. Is everyone good?
Yeah.
Could you just give us like 1 minute?
Yeah, sure. Just tell me once you guys are ready.
Ma'am, it's like this.
Can you bring it a little closer, please? Yeah, good job. Yeah, good job. I can see it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, now you can like.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So now we're going, so with a thin brush, so a little thinner than the one you used before, you're going to take red. Okay, just take a bit of red on your brush. And so for the yellow flower, I'm going to make 3 lines like this. Okay, they're just small lines. So basically now we're making the designs inside the flower. Just the these, and then once we're done with this part, we're going to the cool color flower. So like a blue flower, like a couple blue flowers and maybe a purple flower. Okay, and then with the same red you have, I want you guys to make a little dot in the middle and just make C curves. So just like make slight C's. not throughout, just like a couple. So like I'm gonna make just a couple. You don't want it to overpower your whole flower. And then lastly, this is the last thing I'm gonna use the red with. I'm just going to make a dot in my pink flower, just a big dot. Actually, I lied. And just a smaller dot in the pink one. Now, once you're done with all of that, just wash your brush off. And then you see the small yellow flower we made? We're going to make 3 little, one little dot in the middle of it with the orange. And then wash your brush off again. And with the yellow, we're gonna make 3 little dots in the big red and orange flower. I'm gonna give you guys time to catch up after this. Just tell me once you guys are done.
With what color?
For the red flower, the red and orange, that is the yellow we used for the other flowers, or you can use a lighter yellow. You just want it to pop out because like the base is dark. You want the top to be light so you can see your details. Can you guys give me a thumbs up or ready once you're done?
I'm ready. We're done.
Okay.
Mom,
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds to finish up. But until then, the people who are done, you can take a if you have a dark blue, you take some dark blue onto your palette. And start mixing a lighter blue with that same color.
ma'am, from which color to mix blue?
Oh wait, yeah. Here. Can you guys see my blue now? I think you guys couldn't see it before. It's like here.
With white and blue?
Yeah, so white and dark blue. So you're making a light blue. You guys can use the pre-made blue if you want, but I think first you should make like a shade lighter than the actual dark blue, and then we can use the pre-made one if you guys have. Okay, so I think we can.
Have to use light blue.
You don't have to, but we were gonna do like the same mixing technique. So if you just want to make like a plain dark blue flower, that's okay too. So we're gonna do the same thing again. And then with your darker blue, like before, you're just gonna make your outline. So for this one, I'm gonna make a full outline instead of a half or quarter. And just pull it in. Now with the same color, just make a small, actually with the dark blue, make a darker light blue. So just add more dark blue to it. And add a smaller flower attached to the yellow flower.
Ma'am, can you wait?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna finish painting this flower and then I'll give you guys time to catch up. Are you guys done?
I'm
Not
doing that yellow.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit to finish up. Until then, for the people who are finished, you guys can take a bit of the pre-made light blue if you have. Otherwise, you guys can use the other one. I like the same light blue if you want. I'm just gonna use this one.
Can you wait?
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, I don't have a light blue.
So do you know the one before we made with the dark blue and light blue?
Yes.
You can use the same one. That's okay.
Okay, we can use that same pattern.
Yeah, and if you want like this type of light blue, I can teach you guys what to do. So here, I can show you guys what you can do. Do you have a pre-made green, like a green? So if you have that, just take a bit of that.
Ma'am, I have like this.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one
that's
or this one.
use the one in your yeah, that one, the one you're shaking. Yeah.
Okay.
And then take a bit of your dark blue. Take a bit of that green and mix it together. So this is if you don't have like a light blue, you can use this color. And then once you've mixed both of that, just add a bit more of white to get a lighter shade. So it's not exactly a blue. You can add more blue to make it more blue, but this is also a color you can use.
Ma'am,
you
we have to mix green and white.
Green, blue, and white.
Okay.
You guys are able to see the palette, right? Here.
Why are we mixing green, blue, and white?
So like if you don't have a pre-made light blue and it's like different and you want another color and not like the same color over and over again, that's why I showed you guys a different one. But if you want, just use the same one, or you have a pre-made blue, you can use that too.
Yes, ma'am, I got a light blue.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna use my pre-made one, and but you can use whatever, and just make a small flower. And I'm gonna attach to the blue, but I'm gonna make it bigger. Just paint that in.
What blue are we using?
So you can use like a pre-made light blue if you have, or you can mix green, dark blue, and white to get one. Anything you wish.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So that's it for the flowers. But before we're done, we're just going to wash off all the paint on our brush, the thin brush, and we're just gonna take a bit of plain white. Okay.
Can you wait?
Yeah, sure. So that this is it for the blue flowers, but before we're done, we're just going to add our white in the middle as our center. So for the first dark blue and light blue flower, I put 3 lines with the white, I mean, and with our plain darkish light blue, I'm just going to leave that alone. But with the other light blue, I'm going to just add curves into it like so.
Could you wait 1 second? I just want to.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll give you guys a minute to catch up. So anyone who's done, you can take out a purple. Now, if you don't have purple, you can mix dark blue, red, and white if you don't have a pre-made purple. Okay. And take some of it out and just mix it into with whites to get a lighter shade. I don't think you can see the purple. Here it is. I'm just going to make one small purple flower. And this is going to be our last flower. we're going to start with the leaves next. And then with the dark purple, we're just going to do the same thing. Add a bit of it on the side.
On the side, what color are you putting?
So it's just the like the original purple, so like the dark purple. Then I'm going to mix. I'm just going to add a little bit more of the light purple to give it more color. And finally, just with the dark purple, add a dot in the center. 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. And we're done with the flowers. I'll give you guys a minute to catch up. So I'm just gonna tell you what we're gonna do next. We're gonna start with our leaves. So basically these parts, like this leaf, all of these. So for this, we're going to make a lot of variations of green. So you have like a colorful bouquet. So we're not just gonna use 1 or 2 greens. So-
Ma'am, can you wait?
Yeah, I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm just giving you guys to catch up. Time to catch up. Do you guys want to show me your flowers while we're waiting?
Ma'am, this the purple. That color don't have.
A purple, if you don't have purple?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So if you don't have purple, you can mix red. You can mix red, blue, and white to get the light purple. And for the dark purple, just mix red and blue. Good job, Anya. Does anyone else want to show? Oh, good job, Aaron. And Mishika, nice job. Okay, is everyone ready?
Ma'am, I'm doing.
Okay, just I'll give you guys 1 more minute then. Until then, I'm gonna just take out my greens. I have 2 different types of greens, so I'm gonna just take out both of them. So I'm gonna show you the greens. So this is like a green you would normally see. And this one is kind of more towards like a darkish green, a little darker than the other one because it has more blue in it. So yeah. I think most of you are done. So I'm gonna start with our flowers. So the flowers are pretty simple. They're just thick curved lines with a sharp point at the end. Okay, so now when we are using our greens, we can use the original greens. And then we can add yellow to the greens to make them lighter. You can add white to the greens to make them lighter as well. And then you can add blue to make the green darker, or black to make the greens darker. So when we do this, we're gonna have a bunch of variations. So the first thing we can start with is using the original green. So whatever just came out of your tube or bottle, the first green, we're gonna start with that. And so you can make a curve like this and then bring it back down like so, and just color the rest in. So that's one leaf. We're going to do the same thing again with the same color, but this time we're gonna make our curve like this. And we're gonna make another leaf with the same color. And that's it. So that's it. We're just making 3 leaves with that one color. Those are the leaves. So I want to ask, do most of you have 2 greens that or do all of you have 1 green? Or like
4 types of greens.
4
okay.
types.
Okay, so I think most of you have like different types. So the people have 4 types. You can just use all the different ones if you want.
I have
But
2 types. I have a light green and a dark green.
oh, okay. So the people who have 2 types, you can see what I'm doing. And then the people who have 4 types, you can just use all the different 4 colors, okay? So now I'm gonna use my second green. And I'm just not adding any color to it, it's just the same one. And I'm gonna add a leaf next to the one leaf I painted. Like that. You can see the difference when they're like right next to each other. Okay, and then we're going to use the same green and make one leaf like this. And then from the where you started, another leaf. And then take a bit more green and another leaf. So you have 3 leaves kind of curving, and they're all the same color. And you can see how where the paint was less, you can see how the color got a bit lighter. And if you want to make that show off more, you can add a bit more green to like one tip of it to show that that is really happening. So has everyone finished these 2 leaves?
Can you give us a little more time?
Yeah, sure. So while we're waiting, we can start mixing our next green though. So the first green we used for this leaf, I'm going to take a bit of that and add that with a bit of yellow to it. And this will make a lighter green. Like that. So just mix that well if you're waiting. Are you guys ready to move on?
Can you just give us 1 minute?
Sure. Just tell me when you guys are ready.
Dad,
Ready? Ready?
Okay, sure. We can start. So remember we made the first 2 green leaves. I'm gonna make one with the light green I made come through the center. It's just a straight line for this one. You can curve it if you like. And then I'm gonna add a green to the leaf in the center. I'm gonna add 2. And then just 1 from this leaf. That's it. No. Now, for whoever is ready, so the second green we used, I'm gonna do the same thing and mix yellow into that second green. So now I'll get a different shade of a lighter green.
What are we going to be doing?
Yeah, sure. I can show you the finished picture. So your end is gonna come something like this. Do you want me to keep this the finished one a bit longer, or do you want me to show the one we're working on?
ma'am, what you did for mixing the second green?
Oh, I just added yellow. So so this is my second green. I'm just adding a bit of yellow to it and making a lighter version of that. Okay. Is everyone ready to paint our next set of leaves? Okay, so we're just doing the same thing. Just add a couple of leaves with this color. I just want you guys to add 3 leaves with this color because like the ones we're adding like this, because with this same green, we are going to use a couple of a little bit of it to make like these type of leaves. The one which are like kind of like lavender, which look like lavender. So like that, but with the green.
It's already 11:06.
Okay, yeah, we can finish the painting. So now what I want you guys to do is with any light green you want, mix a bunch of white into it. So anyone, which one ever you want. You just want to mix some white into it. Now with this color, basically what we're going to do, so you might want to use your fatter brush for this. With this color, you're just going to color every part white space in. Like not the whole picture, just like around it. So as you can see, like over here, like around your flowers, basically, not the whole page. You can put them a little outside of your flowers as well. This helps make your bouquet look full.
Can you show us the end result one time?
Yeah, sure. This is what the finished picture is gonna look like.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So I'm gonna be a little more quick now.
Ma'am, can I
Yeah.
make more flowers?
Yeah, you can make more flowers if you want. But before you do that, I'm gonna show you guys one more thing what we're gonna do before, and then you can decide if you want to make more flowers. So because we're gonna make 3 more white flowers, so that's gonna take up some space like here, here, and here. And then we're gonna make like these little bud type of flowers as well. Okay?
Okay. No, I have a more place. So can you not do the white
Oh yeah.
flowers?
Can you show me your picture, please?
Yes.
I don't think you should add more flowers. But if you want, you can add 1 or 2 more, because then we have to still make the stems in the bottom part. Okay.
No, I was thinking that you will not do the white, so I thought that will do that.
Okay, yeah. So now we're gonna use the lavender we used before, but I'm gonna make that a bit more light.
Could you just wait like 2 minutes? We're still doing-
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna make the color in, but we're gonna go a little faster now because it's getting pretty late and we want to finish the picture. So I'm gonna start with our lavender color. And basically what we're going to do now, So you make little,
Ma'am,
like,
can you wait?
okay, yeah, sure. I'll give you guys a minute to catch up. But you'll also get the video recording. So if you need more time, you can look at that, because I know a lot of people have to sleep if they're in other places. So I'm just gonna show you a couple of how you would do the flower, like the leaves, the tiny leaves. So basically you make tiny lines crisscrossing. So once you make a couple, and then you want to add one that goes straight, like sort of like that. And you can make a couple in purple. You can make a couple in purple, and then you can make some in dark blue, a couple in green. So I have like different colors here. You can use all of that and make as many as you want, as long as you want, however you want. So just go in there, make a couple. You can make some even on the green, like what I'm doing now, and that's okay. So instead of also going straight, you can curve it, give it like a curve. So basically you want to curve your leaves a bit. So you can also get a curved one. So I've made 3 with purple. Now I'm just going to use dark blue. So you guys can take your time.
Ma'am, can you wait?
Okay, sure.
I'm just doing the blue one.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make the blue ones while you catch up.
Can you please show the end result one?
Yeah, this is the end result.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can I see the end result again? Because I need
Yeah.
to take a picture of it.
Yeah, we're gonna you can look at the recording also if you want to come back to it. So I'm just putting a couple more blue ones in there. You can even put like some where just like one petal or leaf is there. That doesn't that's okay.
Are you making like bonnets?
We're making like a bouquet of flowers. So I'm just using my colors which I made before, like the greens. So that's totally fine for you guys to do. Just use like the green and like to not waste paint. So that's like the I think that's that looks good, and like that's enough of the leaves. You can add more if you want. Now, basically, what we're going to do is we're going to add in our stem. So
Ma'am, can you please wait?
yeah, I'm just gonna tell you what we're gonna do until then. So you can use, you want your stem to be your darkest color. So basically use your green, your dark green. And if it's not dark enough, you can add a bit of dark blue into it, or just a teeny tiny dab of black. So that will make it darker. So I'm gonna be using a bit of blue. I'm just gonna make the color while we're waiting for everyone.
Oh, ma'am, which color is, ma'am, which color you told that will get purple?
This one, the purple leaf, this one, here.
Yes,
So that, you know that light purple we made mixing the dark purple and white? Or like if you, so basically if you, do you have purple? Do you have like a purple?
ma'am, I don't have light purple or dark purple. I don't have two colors also.
Oh, okay. So do you have red and, you have red and blue, right?
Yes,
You also have white?
yes,
So mix red, blue, and lots of white. So you'll get a light purple.
okay.
So while you're waiting, just make the dark green for your picture. So is everyone ready to do the stem?
Ma'am, can you do the book?
Oh,
right?
like this? Is this okay?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay. While you're waiting, if you're waiting to do the stem and you have time, you don't, this is not necessary, but you can make a bow to hold your stem together. So you can use any color you want for this. So whichever color you want is okay. Any so you can make a shape in the center, so it can be a heart or circle, a flower, any a square, anything you wish. I'm gonna make a heart shape, and I'm using pink, but like I said, you can use any color if you're waiting. And then for the sides, you just make 2 lines that go outward and connect it with a curve. And just paint that in. So I'm using dark purple and a light pink for this part. So is everyone else ready to do the stem?
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys how to do the stem because I think everybody else is mostly ready. Because I can see a lot of people just waiting. So basically the dark green you made, we're just, first you're going to make a straight line. Wait, I'm gonna use my fatter brush for this part, otherwise this is not gonna work. Okay, basically you're making a straight line into your flower. Next, you're gonna make a diagonal line. And then another diagonal line, which goes the opposite side. Okay, so that's your stem. You can add a more stem if you want, but I think less looks better. So your flowers are highlighted. And while you're waiting, just take out some plain white, because I know, but if you have, so you want like this to be like clean white, otherwise it's not gonna work.
It's this.
Yeah, that white is good. Are you guys ready to move on? Okay, yeah, Aaron, that white is fine. So basically take your white and the same thing we've been doing the whole time, just make a plain circle. And it's okay if your white isn't thick, and it can go over other flowers. And like if it shows underneath, that looks really cool and it just shows the depth in your picture. So just make a couple of these white flowers. We're not gonna add any other color to the flower except we're gonna use either, you guys can use a black or a brown if you like. Either is okay. And we're just gonna make 3 dots in the center of each of your white flowers. So I've made 4. Finally, so I'm going to use one second, can't find where I put my brown. Here we go. So you don't need a lot, just take like a little bit of brown or black. Just a drop. And make 3 tiny dots in the center.
Ma'am,
Yes?
can I leave the?
Yeah, sure. We're done. Do you guys want to show me your picture?
No, Mama, did not complete it. Can I leave the meeting? I don't have charging in my mobile.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Do you want to show me what you've done at least?
No, Mama, I'm not ready. I
Oh,
want to
okay,
do one more page.
oh, okay. You can show it to me like tomorrow or something. Did you guys have fun?
Yes,
Arun,
ma'am.
that was wonderful.
Even you will send the video.
Yeah, the video will be on the YouTube link. So it'll be like on the WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. And don't forget to sign your name. You can just write your name. You can use colors. So like I used color over here. You can use color, or you can just do it with like a pen or something. But always sign your work, okay?
Okay.
Does anyone else want to show me their painting?
Bye-bye.
Good, very good job, Nikita.
Bye.
Bye. Oh wow, I'm really good. Are you supposed to put your stems in? You still have to do that? Oh, that looks really good though.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. If you're done, you can leave.
Okay, then bye.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Does anyone